Hello everyone. In this video, I will be giving the brief idea about the curl of a vector field and Laplacian of a scalar field. Here is the outline that I am going to cover in this video. First, we will discuss about the curl of a vector field. Then we will discuss curl of any vector field in the different coordinate system. Then I will take one example to find the curl of the given vector field. Then I will discuss about the Stokes theorem, and then we will look at the vector identity which involving curl, and finally we will discuss about the Laplacian of a scalar field. So let's start. What is curl of a vector field? Basically, the curl of a vector A is rotational vector whose magnitude is the maximum circulation of a vector A per unit area, and the direction of curl is normal to the area when the area is oriented so as to make the maximum circulation. The circulation of B around the closed contour C is defined as B dot dl over the closed contour C is equal to B dot dl over AB path, B dot dl over BC path, B dot dl over CD path plus B dot dl over DA path. So in this figure we have a closed contour A, B, C, D, A, and the circulation in this closed loop is happening from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A. And in this circulation, if we want to calculate B dot dl, we should calculate B dot dl over AB path, BC path, CD path, DA path. Means whatever path is involved in this circulation, we will find the B dot dl for all that paths. The curl of a vector field B is defined as del cross B, or it can also be written as curl B, which is equal to limit del S tends to 0, 1 by del S in bracket n cap B dot dl over the closed contour C. The B dot dl over the closed contour should be maximum over the circulation path, and the direction of del cross B will be the perpendicular to the circulation of path. N cap basically unit vector which represent the normal to the circulation of path. If the field is uniform, then circulation is 0, because if you look at this figure, in this AB, BC, CD, DA, 4 different paths are here. If we want to calculate the circulation of field vector B dot dl over AB path and CD path, we will find the same magnitude, but direction is opposite. If field will be uniform, then B dot dl over both path will be cancelled out because it have same magnitude but direction is opposite. Similarly, in the case of BC and DA, it have same magnitude but the direction is opposite. So in the uniform field, the circulation of B dot dl over the BC and CD path will be cancelled out to each other. If field is not uniform, then the circulation of field vector in a closed path will not be 0. The curl of a vector A in the different coordinate system is defined here. In the Cartesian coordinate system, curl of a given vector A is defined as Ax, Ay, Az, which is the unit vector along x, y and z direction, del by del x, del by del y, del by del z, and Ax, Ay, Az. Ax, Ay, Az is basically the magnitude component of given vector A along x, y and z direction. Whereas in the cylindrical coordinate system, curl of a given vector A is defined as 1 by rho A phi Az, where A rho A phi Az are the unit vector along rho, phi and z direction, del by del rho, del by del phi and del by del z. A rho A phi and Az, where capital A rho A phi Az are the magnitude component of vector A along rho, phi and z direction. In the spherical coordinate system, curl of a given vector A is defined as 1 by r square sine theta, determinant AR, r a theta, r sine theta a phi, del y del r, del y del theta and del y del phi. Capital AR, R A theta, R sin theta, A phi. Capital AR, A theta and A phi are the magnitude component of given vector A along R, theta and phi direction. Curl of a given vector is calculated using the determinant form. Let us take an example to understand how to find the curl of a given vector. In the question, P, Q, W are given here in the Cartesian coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system and spherical coordinate system. So we will apply the formula of curl for the different coordinate system and we will find the curl of given vectors. In the first question, vector P is given as xyz plus xzaz, which is given in the Cartesian coordinate system. So to find the curl of the vector P, we will apply the formula of curl in the Cartesian coordinate system. From the Cartesian coordinate system, it is defined as del cross A is equal to ax, ay, az, del y del x, del y del y, del y del z, ax, ay, az. Capital AX, capital AY, capital AZ are the magnitude component which can be determined from the given vector field P. After solving the determinant form, we will have this equation, and in this equation we will put the value of Px, Py and Pz component from the given vector P and differentiate with respect to x, y and z. We will find the final result, and the finally del cross P is equal to xy minus z ay minus xz az. In the second question, vector P is given in the cylindrical coordinate system. So in the cylindrical coordinate system, we know the curl of a given vector. By applying the formula of curl in the cylindrical coordinate system, we can calculate the curl of the given vector Q. From the given vector, we can find the value of magnitude component of rho, phi and z component. After putting the value of q rho, q phi and qz and differentiate with respect to rho, phi and z, we can have the final curl of q in this form. Here curl of q is represented as minus z by rho sin phi minus rho square a rho plus 0 minus 0 a phi, because if we differentiate q rho with respect to z, we will find 0. Similarly, if we differentiate qz component with respect to rho, also it will provide the 0. So this component will be vanished, and the third component will provide 1 by rho 3 rho square z minus rho cos phi az. So finally we will get del cross q is equal to minus 1 by rho z sin phi plus rho q a rho plus 3 rho z minus cos phi az. And in the third question, w is given in the spherical coordinate system. So for this, we will apply the curl of a given vector in the spherical coordinate system to find the curl of w. After putting the component of wr, w theta and w phi component from the given w and differentiate with respect to r, theta and phi, we will find the curl of vector field w. And finally, we will have cos 2 theta by r sin theta plus sin phi ar plus cos theta r a theta plus 2 cos phi plus 1 by r cube sin theta a phi. Now Stokes theorem. It states that the surface integral of curl of a vector field over an open surface equals to the line integral of the vector field over the closed curve bounding the surface area. That is, it is used for replacing the line integral by surface integral and vice versa. So the Stokes theorem converts surface integral of the curl of a vector over an open surface S into a line integral of the vector along the contour C bounding the surface S. Mathematically, Stokes theorem is written in this form. Del cross B over the open surface S is equal to B dot dl over the closed contour C. This theorem will be used frequently in establishing the Other's theorem and relation in the electromagnetics. Now, here is some vector identities involving curl. Let's take any vector P and Q. In the first identities, del cross P plus Q is equal to del cross P plus del cross Q. And in the second identities, the divergence of curl of any vector field is 0. That means del dot del cross P is equal to 0, where P is any vector field. And the third identity is the curl of gradient of any scalar function is 0. That is del cross del A is equal to 0. That means curl of a gradient of a given scalar function will provide 0. The Laplacian of a scalar function v is defined as the divergence of a gradient of v. The Laplacian operation has a symbol del square. Laplacian of a scalar result in a scalar. So, divergence of gradient of v can be represented as del dot del v is equal to del square v. For a given vector v, Laplacian in Cartesian coordinate system is written as del square is equal to del dot del v. The divergence is written as del y del x x plus del y del y ay plus del y del z az. Divergence with gradient of v. And this whole function is gradient of v. That can be written as del vy del x ax plus del vy del y ay plus del vy del z az. After taking the divergence of this gradient function, we will have del square vy del x square plus del square vy del y square plus del square vy del z square. The Laplacian of a vector field v is defined as del square v is equal to gradient of divergence of v minus curl of v. That means del square v is equal to del dot v minus del cross v. Now the Laplacian of vector field v is defined in three different coordinate system here. In the Cartesian coordinate system, Laplacian of v, that means del square v can be written as del square v by del x square plus del square v by del y square plus del square v by del z square. Whereas in the cylindrical coordinate system, Laplacian of v, that is del square v can be written as 1 by rho del by del rho del v by del rho plus 1 by rho square del square v by del phi square plus del square v by del z square. And in the spherical coordinate system, del square v means Laplacian of v is defined as 1 by r square del by del r square del v by del r plus 1 by r square sin theta del by del theta of sin theta del a by del theta plus 1 by r square sin square theta del square v by del phi square. Thank you for watching this video.